Hello, 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 people. How are you guys today? I hope you're wonderful. Man, I'm doing just great. No, and guys, I'm having the best pumpkin cheesecake latte with an extra espresso and over ice right now. It's fucking amazing. Blonde espresso with that. My favorite. It'll be all avocado and shit. And isn't it cute? Look, look, Lil found a shirt, right? And she was like, Mama, you gotta have it. I was like, really? Frog and Toad? Really? She goes, yeah, it's off the movie. I was like, hold the hell up. You mean the book? The one I read to you when you were little? She was like, no. Well, yeah, but no. Anyway, and she was like, Mama, after a few minutes, because I agreed, splurged, let her get her one even though they're short sleeved and it's getting fall and winter and it's time for winter clothing. It was like fun. A few minutes later, she goes, Mama, she's like, can I go back and get you one? And it was just adorable. So, anyway, at the bottom, it says, you know, that about besties and everything. Isn't it cute? So, I couldn't explain it. I thought, well, almost grown, and you take those moments where you can get them still. So I was like, all right, we'll do the matching shirts, I guess. So, I know I try not to cry in the middle of the place or sing shit like Baby Shark. You know? So, or like, Rocket Ship or Einsteins or The Wiggles or anything else or any SpongeBob thing. Try not to show my mom feels about it. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, so I thought a fine day. You know, love is, man. Love is. And forever will be. And it's the little things that matter the most. So, as y'all can see, Fred's back on his bullshit. Well, at least to where it's made sure I can see it, right? On purpose. wants to be known, wants to be seen, but it's seen otherwise too. He thinks he's Slick Rick. Um, he's an idiot, and he's definitely fish out of water here. He thinks he's running everybody's fucking hollows, and he forgets where the fuck he is. He ain't back in Ben Hill. He still thinks he wasn't running that one either, quite frankly. Thought he was there too. Thought there too, being a sneaky sumbitch his whole life. No, anyway, him nor his feathers. Now, I told you all the other day. I don't want to play in this shit. And I don't. Because of the tragedy pimp aspect of it. And the city up and the goofball shit and crap they get up to. And shit you worry about with them. Rewards, blah, blah, blah. And these motherfuckers are dark and deep as hell. They do real fucked shit. Well, there's enough evidence of that, and they're tampering with courts, law enforcement, feds to the degree they do, services. They can get almost anything done, especially when they have people in certain professions helping with all that shit. So, fuck it, right? At a certain point, you're like, yeah, fuck it all. And I'll just do what I'm doing. Everybody just do what they're doing. But you worry about their fuckery and everything. And you try to be very careful that it's not all them and this and the other. You also worry about other motherfuckers from Ben Hill having fingers in and teams built around to make certain things appear as they're not, or to tamper with shit, or to set off, But they've been doing that for years around all of us. And that they have collars and leashes and all them other motherfuckers from Ben Hill wound up in all their criminal ass shit, Lindell Lee, court tampering and fake lawsuits and the fucking Amy Tate fake motherfuckers calling in fake ass bullshit and doing all the fuck shit for all the years, bro. You just gotta step carefully. But there are some things that are true and legit and things we can place together and piece together. You know, they're just things. Many things for our entire lifetimes that just are as they are. Things we all also know and hold in this air that enable us, at least some of us, not playing the tragedy pimp game, not playing the bullshit game, refusing to play and be fucked with at certain levels by these motherfuckers, ignoring the fact that they're able to fuck around with these tragedy pimps to the degree they are in certain places and shit. And you're like, fuck it. You just keep holding on. You keep holding on really fucking tight. And, you have enough to show it. And you just protect your goddamn self and the truth. And the pieces and the things, and you hunt and you compile and you do things necessary and pick up the phones when necessary, and you do as you can when and where you can until. So, now, if I was a profiler or somebody, or, I don't know, subject matter expert of some variety, lately, I'd be probably having eyes on the shit Home Slice is pulling despite tragedy, man. Bullshittery in between, because make no mistake, there is Zig, the rest of the group, pushing certain things in, fucking around with, trying to set shit off 29 Fred to, blah, 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 in certain degrees, but also Fred's doing his own thing for his own reason and hiding behind that and what he's doing for his own reasons. Shadowing, if you will, that they don't quite see, but those of us who have been around him for most of our lives do see. But because of tragedy, pimp, fuckery, it could look like it's just tragedy, pimp, fuckery, but it's not. And what Fred's doing right now is not just. Even though they want content from it, they want one of us as the other, they're also leading in cycle, being in cycles. Gearing towards Iron Little and this the other again. It's like bullshittery and based on the posts in the past couple days and most certainly last night and Monster and Ryan and the rest playing shit. I know what they're doing and what they're going for. It's just the same goddamn garbage and then fear-induced shit or attempts at it. Certain worthless motherfuckers, especially in PA. You think they're fucking cute. And at the best, some of the bigger creators over here want a princess scoot away from everything like I'm a dumb bitch. Bitch, please. That shit better stop. I'm over that shit. I ain't having it. So, looks like some final threats are being levied. Shit in the works. I ain't much worried about that. No, I'm good. Anyway, no histrionics. Anybody goddamn crazy or, oh gosh, oh, come to us. Oh, fuck y'all. I got me in mine. And I've got y'all dead to rights. I'm sure any law enforcement watching does too with all the dates and the fuckery you're doing so blatantly this time. Along with reporters and others, I'm in no mood. Because I'm pretty certain of that. I'm just chilling out with my latte. I will say this though. It's a damn shame that over the past few weeks I've had to drop something to just a couple to see where it would eventually come back at it. And the other night, as soon as I say it, I suppose on a person gets fed back out online. And I hate what that means and who's responsible and probably doesn't even know how they're still being used around us. And fucked with and by whom and able to be, and that breaks my goddamn heart into a million pieces. That's okay. One day that too will change. All in good time. Oh, good time. Maybe one day all the monsters will see justice. Be stopped in their tracks. Anyway, so, um, like I was saying, I'd be curious to know what experts think of certain behaviors recently. Since certain people hit ground here again. And that old boy ain't up to just no tragedy pimp stunts. He's shadowing behind them, but he's not just up to tragedy pimp shenanigans. What he's doing here is what he's doing and was doing and has always done in Ben Hill and around the Beach Creek community. He has very much been testing certain perimeters, cameras, like a goddamn raptor, and fence testing. And most people will be terrified of that. Fred's been good at making people terrified of that for a very long time. I ain't one of them. I know what him and his feathers get up to inside of that community and for decades, and why. He and his feathers are doing the same here. Now, yeah, there are many things throughout all the decades. But there are things that lead up to summer vanishing. With old Freddy and his feathers. That leaves some of us scratching our heads some days. We have for several years. Especially as one stupid mouth dropped one thing, one stupid mouth dropped another. I ignored most of the stupid mouths and shit until it was time not to. Even the craziest knows who would be the foxiest and, I don't know, the perviest meth monkeys around type shit. And feathers in the dark running the ridge lines and shit. Meth monkeys in the back of the holler, indeed. All Charlton Heston and shit like. Swinging from them trees. Suppose. Yeah. Now, for several years, I've not come in here and slung shit like the others. Period. Not been like, oh, this one's that, this one's this. I won't put guilt or innocence on anyone other than those I know damn good might. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not down for that. Even though some of those motherfuckers have been doing that since second one day, everybody. Look here and look there, and there's mud and shit and jello and ooga booga. This one looks that, and this one looks. Bitch, y'all been playing games. Y'all been playing games. I ain't been playing no goddamn games. God damn it, it's been so peaceful here the last few days. Except for the occasional little thing, you know, but yeah, I've yawned and sort of slept right through that. But damn it, it's like pre-YouTube tragedy pimp, insane Stalkerville bullshit days here. Good lord, it's been so cool. It's been fucking amazing. I've quite enjoyed it. Anyway, even others have noticed. Quite easily. Whole damn neighborhood's like the fuck. Okay, right? Right? Anyway, but I've not been like the others. Ever. There are reasons for that. Because I knew God. You know, it's that watch it when I have to say thing. So that I don't unintentionally fuck up anything. And it's the hardest. Always has been. Guess it'll continue to be so. Too until someone's in shackles. Hopefully that's soon. But knowing certain things or being able to discern certain things, being told certain things in the first minutes, hours, and especially the first few days and weeks of watching, knowing that you were absolutely positive some things at least by your estimation, waters were rising, people's ships weren't quite on course, and shit was veering quickly. And you're helpless in those moments to do anything but watch and step back from. Listen, keep an eye on. And hope in the end it matters. That someone was indeed watching and aware and sort of like ping pong, you know, throughout all the years. Straight. What else do you do? I don't know. But either way, try not to walk through this East Tennessee Valley the same way the rest have for all these years. For good reason. Some are exhibiting the same behaviors and patterns. Cycles, predatory things, known things that they have for many things, many cases, many this, many that, many decades, many generations. And genetics, this thing. Now, what concerns me the most? No, no, that ain't even it either. That's not the way I should phrase that. One of the things I know that Fred and his feathers were doing prior to summer vanishing, because of stupid behavior already on their parts, and because there were certain things they just couldn't get rid of. They had to learn and figure out and test parameters of in order to figure out triggering distances and how to possibly get around those things. Vanishing folks in the dark from the trails of wee. You know, I knew even. No, I'm gonna watch my tongue there as well. I know for a fact this is being done. And there's evidence of it as well. Witnesses to it as well. Far beyond me. Certain things moving in the dark. Now, right after summer vanishes, literally, and then in the continuing days, I'm made aware that certain things that should be certain places are not there. And then I'm like, oh boy. No fucking boy. Here we go. Best hold on, because this shit's gonna be a wild and bumpy ride, you know? Hmm. Whole night but a style of fuckery, except you ain't going 9 3/4. Then you can't figure out if certain people have certain tones with you. from certain places is you and the rest of the community compare notes on that because they're getting the same tone from certain folks. You don't know if that's a form of intimidation and you should keep your mouth shut before other, especially big boys, can come in, or what the fuck the deal is. You just don't know. Gets wild real quick. And you don't really know which way to swing. But those in that road know Fred and his feathers were testing certain things. Raptor stuff. In the months leading up to, coinciding with other things. Things could be separate or they could be related. Changes occurring. Maybe they're both things. Maybe there are two or more things in play there. But you know damn good well, Raptor and Feathers there, wanna be Raptor. Oh, they damn sure tested. You know that applies for fact. And in that, it means that it was letting all of its feathers know how to do that so that evidence wasn't on certain things for it. Or them. Well, that creates a fucking problem in and around June 15th now, doesn't it? Whether you like it or not, it does. Most fucking certainly does. At least in my opinion. Allegedly. Fair use entertainment only, or whatever the hell it is. The thing I find most concerning is that all customers, and otherwise, would have been made aware of this now, wouldn't they? And then, of course, you have all the thoughts based on shit throughout. Those include the facts, pieces, puzzles, rest of us, some of us wonder every day why patterns wouldn't have held if something was wrong. Some accident or something, or anything like that. Why weren't all contact neural methods or contacted at all? First to help in any way. It deviated. I mean, after all, throughout the years, historically speaking, if the children went missing or wandered off or couldn't be located even for hours, or a nipple or something necessary, or boo boo or something, you know, us as normal motherfuckers were contacted to help. Why not June 15th? Does that mean anything? I don't know. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Summer wouldn't just leave the hill. She just wouldn't. You can see how hardcore she was trained, terrified, scared, etc. as well. Snuck up on behind vehicles to teach her about coyotes that made no sense and all the other things. Certain things that come into play, times things were going on, and just, weird shit. The only way in which Summer, I think, would have left that hill is if she was indeed angry, hurt, injured, afraid. Maybe there is a possibility that she just wandered off a little too far. After all possibilities are on the table. But if something, say, happened, people knew Summer had run off angry, hurt, accident, whatever. Who best to contact to hunt her? Throughout the woods or anywhere else she may have run. Then those my hold secrets or just one little cache or I don't know. Things like that. 2, 5, 10 minutes. Leave, go back up. Be able to maybe bypass or not bypass certain things in between. And then maybe just maybe there is really no knowledge of what happens next. No actual involvement in next. Because something's really wrong or some monkey gets another idea about or something's too wrong to be. But yeah, I definitely put one in there and its feathers. with its capabilities, their capabilities, as, as being some of those most likely to be contacted for something like that. Some days you have to wonder, I do. People can say as they like. But maybe that scream. Maybe it's the moment, whatever happened, or could have happened. It maybe was what, or how, or has something to do with somewhere going off of that, Maybe it has to do with the moment or moments she might have been found by those sent to Hunter, maybe. I don't know if that's a possibility. Maybe it's a lot of things. It's the what next. Some are just. It's the what ifs. What could have happened? What did happen? Whatever it is Occam's razor simpler than anything complex or as far reaching or conspiracy driven as these tragedy pimp fucks will make it. And those who are so good at chaos and jello and shit and disrupting all kinds of cases throughout all the decades want to make them. And then you have to wonder if you're me. If you're me, I guess. Maybe others. Well, Fred there is one of the ones that was stupid fucking concerned about another camera. At the same exact time another one was. Right? At this point, you're more freaked out and concentrated on certain shit because of things shaking, especially online, coming out from sisters, shit raining that way, so you're sort of a little biased here, but only a couple are really fucking concerned with certain cameras at the exact same time. After having quiet, friendly chats that aren't anywhere near military speak kicking doors in, why it is that someone is, I don't know, would run to another neighbor's property and slither behind certain tin that even other neighbors were unaware of. They listen to you come out hours after the police leave, trying to make your way to them cameras, the ones you online hear. Made sure to be like, oh, the deer trail, and I put a camera up and dogs on this shit to look directly at C and D, right? made way for some certain shit. Yeah, that didn't age well. Didn't sound quite right when it happened either. Um, Real weird that. Patience needed to be behind that tin for that long before slithering back out. I know where you were. I know how you came in that night too. Before you fucked up. You already fucked up with not crossing both bumps on the road and the slight gravel and the two woofs and weird shit. I wonder if that was another friendly meet and greet in the dark eye. It's hard telling, really. As both, con- I don't know. It's hard telling, ain't it? Hard telling. The thing is, during that time period, there's also other movements, certain things that I and others in the community knew could only be one or two of you. Putting shit places and retrieving it. Well, I gotta tell you there, stalker. I and everybody else agreed in real time that, yeah. And then, of course, you have Sharpie coming out here and opening his dumbass mouth and doing stupid shit without thinking. That was real cute. And lying his ass off, let's make that clear. Probably just for the family of fucking monster, quite frankly. Don't really give a fuck. Since they all kin. I like hiding them fucking pedophile shits too. Ain't got time for that. Put some shit out there like, fuck you mean? I ain't got time for that shit. Just take attention off of it and not understand what the fuck they're dropping. Like, I just, fuck all of them, man. You know, don't know. Don't know. what I do know is, despite the many who have come by here, petting zoo style, like the Yennifers, the Nanas, the others, along wrapped around Andy and Horbag and the families and Candace and Dawn seemingly keep eyes on us, keep us trapped, doing all the fuck shit, terrorizing the fuck out of us because if eyes are on us, and by God they ain't on them at least, tormenting enough proof that they've been the directors of, and Tim has as well, and their motherfuckers like Lockdown and Jenny and Adrian and Chasing, and Monster and Horbag, and all of them been part of it. But this shit's enough, man. Fred's been part of it. All of them playing for cash. Bullshit. Because they got their own asses wound up in it. It's been years of shit, right? But the Yennifers, the Nanas, the Toasters, all you freak bags here locally, the birdies, the whatevers, right? Playing the bullshit, coming back constantly, little helpful locals like Scott H. has, the break-in artists, all the bullshit. Y'all operate and have for years in your own ways, for your own reasons, for Monster and Whore to fucking skirt by with and try to set up and fuck with Iron Little and act like their hands off court and so everybody can keep eyes and ears on and do fuck shit and can't even leave the goddamn house, none under cameras without that on us for our safety at all time. It's stupid, bro. And by safety, I mean just evidence that, we weren't up to no fuck shit. But y'all fucking always are throughout the years. Y'all always be lying, bullshitting, and doing up to fucking shit. To leave no avenue to where y'all can continue to fuck with us or fuck with us on certain levels and whatever. So, cause y'all be playing like that the whole time. Attempted little setup artists and fucking assholes fucking tampering with courts, law enforcement, feds. Your many schemes of the wee web sleuth fucking tragedy pimp criminal variety, along with all the assholes from Ben Hill. But Fred has a different flavor on him, you see. And he's shadowing. I want to know why. And it's weird the extremes around him as opposed to the rest. Almost holds the flavor of a returned predator, or intimidation, or trying to induce fear, or whatever, is the other round. Once released from custody and things, monsters hold certain patterns, like you see shit stop while they're possibly incarcerated in cycles. You know. And, the weird part is, I don't know. I wouldn't say weird. You're telling these streets out here right now. Now, I can't say whether and whatever, all I can say is it's what I'm hearing is that, Freddy Boy is packing. I mean, he's told a bunch of folks, like, the first few days out in the ground, he was after Laura and he was gonna go kill the motherfuckers, the dude she was around, and it's other to get control back over her there, so I don't know. Not that it makes a shit if true or not, it ain't like, I guess it's, if you want to keep it like telling you, afraid, I mean, who the fuck's gonna believe her, right? What law enforcement's gonna protect her or those guys or anything, or take any goddamn seriously. Shit, historically speaking, there ain't nobody protects women or children in Ben Hill. Monsters always have a way of flipping shit, fucking with shit anyway. Favorland, all kinds of shit. so many decades and generation of women and children inside that road. And others, nothing's ever what it seems on one of the deadly places, the deadliest to be, and the most likely to be where all these monsters abuse and attempt to kill and do some of the worst shit to you on Earth. And when help finally gets there, if and you're so just left in the dark, warned away from certain shit, left alone. It's all Budweiser and black guys. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. All of us, especially we, women and children from there throughout all the generations, left to look like all abusers leave most, seemingly like it's their pattern. It's their pamphlet 101 that you think law enforcement courts and others catch up with by now. Oh, they're crazy, they're this, they're that, they're blah, 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 blah. Can't determine. Just go back. Just this, just that. And when it's something as crazy as this shit show occurring for so many years, who the fuck can blame certain folks, I guess? When you have a monster and family and all these other things in play and favors and threats for leading up to, and that son of a bitch. Oh, that son of a bitch. And Horn is broke dick. Just trying to hide what he's done in that regard. Trying to keep her fucking from knowing all the things or believing them. His family playing that because they too love to abuse and eat, make us look like that they are all the same throughout all the decades. Monsters. That dumb doormat bitch thinks she's got something to fight for. A real monster. She knows better. She's seen and on messengers before she chose. She too is a monster. But it didn't matter to Monster that he was using Summer and all of everything with her vanishing to make us look certain ways. Right after to where he get by this broke dick, his fucking whore, he was gnawing his own arm off to try to get away from it, cutting time. And he got terrified when the boys were taken. Terrified. Terrified of the truth. Just over simple things that never mattered as much as telling the truth for Summer's sake. And instead, he'll come out here with all the bullshit throughout all the years. Swear things are just dreams that weren't. He'll come out here. And instead of just admitting it was DV. That's it. It's just used to make abuse worse on people I had nothing to do with anything. Because he still yet, no matter how hard Fred wants to make it, was not on that road on the 15th, and he did not take Summer. So fuck Fred. But, as you can see, now that I sort of made that a little clear the other night, suddenly Becca's over there pretending, or he's pretending it's Becca, so they can circumvent certain shit over in Crystal so that they can now cast out upon me, He's in his feels about it. But that's the fucking truth. He made shit look some reason, didn't care how it might play into Summer's case or people being taken seriously, because he needed his victims to look certain ways, and all he cared about was the fucking whore he was gnawing his own arm off to get away from. And I didn't care enough to do that. I just had to break it down like all the other 400 before. And like he did sort of around situations where he's banging old whores on boats and using my medicine to fuck with me to get by with it all and to start doing dope and shit. And initially he called me crazy about, peeping toms and shit too, right? Left us in there, I and the children all the same, till he had no choice. And he couldn't deny it any longer necessary, but still left us all the same even after that. And he knew what I know now. Only certain motherfuckers are capable of motherfucker in the way in which these peeping Tom / helper were doing, and that includes over yonder and up the holler, and all the feathers. And no way could anybody access the property and traversed it in the way in which they did. Done the intimidation shit, the fear-driven shit, the dog shit, on when and where and how Monster was leaving shit, without being extraordinarily close. And eyes on and sneaking and lurking and, vanishing dogs and certain characters in play and receipts held by me of all this shit and the feathers that belong to certain characters and mutuals throughout all these decades. Being somehow present, but each and every time. Trucks and vans and such, oh my. What are all the monsters Ben Hill afraid of? How many things? Which things? I don't know. Freddy Boy though has a smell on him. His talking's a little different, and he's shadowing it. The extreme way he's doing it, his little baby dropped off. He didn't count on being witnessed by 2 other witnesses, not me, that I damn guarantee you alien courts and others would not call crazy or histrionic or liars in any way. I can bet you that with 100% certainty. That dude was here to walk and to check on camera locations, and what gives that away is Ziggy and Fred then lighting up with the whole, did you know Sullivan County and them have fucking cameras on the pole at the corner of GSP? How you're under surveillance? Fuck do I give a shit, bro? You seem more concerned about any of that than I do. Shit, I welcome them. Give a damn. Bring it. Y'all the only ones that ever been worried about these damn cameras. Anywhere. Ben Hill or here. Y'all the ones testing shit like baby little raptors out of your fucking hollers. Fish out of water, motherfucking pussy. I ain't scared of you now, just like I wasn't scared of you then. You or your goddamn feathers. I ain't Monster, and I ain't the other Hill, and I ain't all motherfuckers in the rest of that road community. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you. Aw, but he's dangerous. I don't give a shit, bro. You don't know. I've been around things more dangerous than you ever dreamed of being in my whole life. Fuck you mean, weak ass bitch. I ain't scared of you, bro. But you're gonna stay the fuck away from me and my family. You hear me? I know what you're doing. You're testing that shit. I'm gonna tell you, the one picture I posted of Yo Boy, who was witnessed by many on both days, it don't make sense when you think about it. Oh boy, I'm sure law enforcement's caught on to that. And shoes, they weren't dirty at all when he was carrying that shovel. It's some unique white shoes. They also aren't what you'd be digging in. There was no jobs up and down the roadway either, and where y'all stop and all these things. Oh, both those days being so bright and pretty, but no redness to his skin and not the right clothing. And why would you drop your boy off there to walk fucking where? Why don't you just go ahead and take him? You're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. Quit testing the perimeters. You're not a raptor. You're a weasel. These ain't your ridges to run. No, your hollers. Leave us be. Maybe if you weren't up to fuck shit, you wouldn't have shit to worry about in the shadow behind the tragedy pimps and the bullshit, would you? So you can your intimidation or fear, but the fuck it is, I don't know. It's supposed to be feeling, or maybe it's meant to make me look crazy, so the group can do fuck shit or feed that shit out to family shit like they're notorious for. Make certain people worry where there is none, you know, about me and la 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 la. Here's that shit too. Knock it off. I've had enough of your repeat cycles and garbage. But you're shouting right now, and the way in which you're doing this is real fucking concerning. About like you and probably one other being real concerned about cameras and shit. You know. And been him. Willing to go to the efforts gone to. Certain shit placed. At least that. No different here than there though. You and your feathers testing perimeters, triggering zones, looking for, thinking you're smooth with your unique white and black shoes. Well, you're a whole bunch of stupid. Anyway, knock it off. Knock it off. That's really about, I think, all I have to say today. Other than that, how does a twisted garden grow for decades? Including those that the tragedy pimps are using in the background to fuck with me, or to act like I don't know what the fuck they're up to with these particular folks who show up at convenient times. Again, much like immediately after Cotton died. I don't like it. I see you. I hear you. I hear all of you. Ryan, Jenny, Adrian, Chasing, Monster, Nana. Lisa playing some fuck shit too. See all of you right now. CZ, TM. I see you, and I hear you just fine. And you're fuckery, and while this one's shadowing, and y'all are up to your own fuck shit instead of leaving all of us alone around this. Like you've been not doing for years. You hunted us just like some of the others, and they're like Fred and others did from the beginning for all kinds of different reasons. Silence, intimidation, money, whatever needful things. Whatever things are fear driven to get away from being held responsible for certain things like Monster and Fred, shit like that. I just can't stop you tampering bullshit. You're helping hide all these fucking monsters while you all screw with shit to destroy it on purpose so you can continue your clout marathons, your scamathons, your bullshit cleansing of, your fear of being arrested too for your fuck shit around all of us and intimidation and witness this, witness that, so many different things, and victim and throughout the years that you all done and created and chosen to do. Criminal aspects, insertion in and around, and you're afraid to. No different than whatever the fuck Fred's afraid of. Stupid piddly shit Monster and Fame and others afraid of. It never mattered as much as Summer did, but the thing is, if y'all really give a fuck about her, none of you ever have. My estimation, none from that goddamn road, and none of you fucking tragedy pimps, and just fuck all of you, man. Fuck all of you. And I ain't giving in, and I ain't giving up to none of your shenanigans. I'll hold my own. We women and children have been held. We know the drill. And will protect us even when others try to make us appear like, or others just don't care unless we're in body bags. No different than tragedy pimps, I suppose. And they care once you're dead. And then people ask questions like, how did this happen? How did it happen? But that's not the way I intend for anything to shake out, so I'm gonna go with the Bee Gees, like staying alive shit. So fuck all y'all. I'm good. And Shadow Boy there, his weird should be hitting profilers and shit scent radars a little off kilter. Maybe those that say things like, you aren't necessarily responsible, but there's something you know that you may not. I know it's hard telling. Guess that's for the big boys to decide, ain't it? Not for I to say. But yeah, since that asshole in Spin Years, I hear throwing shit at and targeting others, creating purposeful and intentional chaos and mud and jello. And him and Laura very, very fucking much were studying online. Instantly, nose in, freaked out, standing holler. C&D were using the same thing not to quote get hung and lions and cows still. I don't know. It's all for the big boys to figure out, ain't it? What's weird is right after 10 last night. I could have sworn. Now I could be wrong. But I happened to be outside in the darkness, right at the road's edge. And I probably wouldn't have noticed had it not been for two cars backlighting one coming up from a certain road and going out towards town. Swear to God, it looked like D coming out of there late. I don't know, man. It's rare I see a vehicle exactly like that around here. That was a little strange. Could have been anybody. Anyway. Now the return to the blatant shit today, too. All after a video then, blue plates and comedy specials of East Tennessee, isn't it? It's all fun and games, huh? Who the fuck knows, really? Guess we'll see in the ends. Alright, guys. I'm off here for right now. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my, pumpkin cheesecake latte with, some blonde espresso. I'll do what I've got to finish doing for this evening and night. And, then I guess we're gonna hope that everything stays really quiet, like it has been wildly enough after the shenanigans of the other day, and people maybe being just a little afraid after finding out there were other witnesses. And, other than a few things, like I said, creeping in the night. But I'm gonna continue on, and I got me in mind, so I ain't that worried about it. And so do others. So we're all good. You feel me? And I'm gonna have nice dreams and sleep about it. Now, you never can tell. I may pop back up later. Whatever. Trying to avoid their shit shows currently, and they're triggering and eliciting out certain responses and reactions. And their goofy shit, trying to get info and digging bullshit and blah 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 about what's known, what's not. Like Sparkle Puss that. Have y'all ever realized how many people CZ's pretended to be over the years? And she's first on the scene with certain accounts talking like it's aware of it. Just asking for a friend or three. I bitch thinks she's smooth. Anyway, y'all, you have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever y'all are. Remember to enjoy being on this beautiful speck in these vast cosmos. YOLO, right? YOLO. Remember the good pebbles, good sparks, and being a good voiceman where you can. They change the world, they change and save lives, and often they cost not a thing. Not a thing in the world. And just a smile at this, that, reaching out to. It's over. Things that mean the most, usually. Things that change the most, usually. But, you know, and as always, y'all, if you don't care, please share the DV/Universal Hand Signal for help. And Canada's changed lives, whether over tech and devices, in private situations in homes or out in public. There's so many different types of emergencies and crimes and things that can help stop and fix and save others. It's astronomical. Please share it and learn it. Okay. And as always, till until comes, please continue to share Summer's picture information and call her by her name. And you all know what I mean by info. Y'all know. Y'all know. It's the little things that matter the most, especially in these hurricanes and the eyes of storms. Alright, guys. Y'all have a good one.